Hello and welcome to Group 4's tutorial on how to create a navigation form using Switchboard. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate how to create a Switchboard navigation form for your database. So it will look a little better than opening the database and looking through the forms along the left-hand side. There are two methods on how to access Switchboard Manager. The first method of opening up Switchboard Manager is to look at the top ribbon in the search bar, tell me what you want to do, click on it, and type in Switchboard. And as you can see, it popped up. The second method is to add a Switchboard Manager button to the ribbon at the top. So select the Customize Quick Access Toolbar dropdown, and then select More Commands, and then the drop-down Choose Commands from All Commands, and then scroll down to Switchboard Manager right here and click Add. And you can put it at the very bottom to kind of organize it better. Say OK. And as you can see, the Switchboard Manager button is now at the top left. Clicking on the top left, the Switchboard Manager button, a dialog box comes up and asks if you want to create a new switchboard because there is no current switchboard created. Click Yes. Another dialog box comes up and allows us to edit the main switchboard or delete a switchboard. We have the main switchboard as the default. This one we will use as the dashboard. We want to make some navigation buttons, so we need to first create some. So I want to select Edit, and then here in this dialog box we want to create a new button. Select New, and then another dialog box comes up. This is where we want to type in the button that we want to make and the name of the button in the text box. So I want to say Add Vaccine Record. And then in the next drop down for the command, we want to, it comes up with many different commands, but we want to add a form in add mode. And then we need to select the actual form we want to open up in the add mode. And we want to open record, form record, and click OK. So now we have made one button. We want to make a few more buttons. The next button we will create is to edit the vaccine manufacturers. So like the last method, we're going to add new, and then we're going to type in edit manufacturers. And then we need to make the command. We want to open form in edit mode, and then we got to tell the button what form we want to open, form manufacturer, click OK. So we have made two navigation buttons in our main switchboard, but we want to create another switchboard. So we want to close this window, and then now we need to say new to make a new switchboard. So then this switchboard we're going to make a hospital staff switchboard. And click OK. Here now we have the new hospital staff switchboard. Just like what we did with the main switchboard, we will need to create some navigation buttons within this hospital staff switchboard. So select hospital staff and then click on edit. And now we have new buttons we can create in the hospital staff. I'm going to create some navigation buttons for the hospital staff. I'm going to create add provider, edit provider, and also open provider report. Just like last time, we need to create a new button by selecting new, type in what you want the button to be named, and then the command open form in add mode, we need to select form provider, say OK. Add another button by clicking on New, Edit, Provider, open form in edit mode, and then select Form Provider. Say OK. And the last one more, New, Open, Report, Provider, Reports. And then this is a new one, Open Report. We're going to select on Port Provider. One additional button that we are going to create is a button that takes us back to the default main switchboard. New switchboard command is going to be, the text is going to be returned to main. And then this command will stay the same to go to switchboard, and we're going to select main switchboard. Say OK. Now we are finished with the hospital staff switchboard. To return back to the main switchboard screen, just click on Close. And now you will see that we have two switchboards here, the hospital staff and the main switchboard. Now we are finished with the switchboard manager. All you need to do now is click Close in the top right. Now out of the switchboard manager, it has created a new table and a new form. The table is called Switchboard Items, and the form is called Switchboard. Another new thing that we can do is actually allow the database, upon opening, it will actually open up to this direct switchboard. So what we want to do is under File, Options, and then under Current Database, Display Form, select on Switchboard, say OK, and then now it says that we need to close the current database for the specified option to take effect. So select OK. It doesn't work right now, but we need to close it, then open it back up, and then open the database. And as you can see, our switchboard opened up. You can see the main switchboard with two buttons, Add Vaccination Record and Edit Manufacturer, but no navigation button to the hospital staff. This is relatively easy to fix. All we need to do is go back into our switchboard manager by selecting the top left on the ribbon, and then going to the main switchboard and Edit, and then Add New. And we type in the name, go to hospital staff, and we continue to have the command go to switchboard, and then switchboard hospital staff. For this to take effect, we will need to close it, and then close the form, then open it back up. And then now you can see that we have the go to hospital staff navigation button. Now we can go ahead and just see if our switchboard operations work. So we can go ahead and click on each one of the buttons here. As you see, they highlight. Click on it. Vaccination records open. Manufacturers opens, and it's an edit menu because it has data that we can edit. Now we can hit the hospital staff button, add provider, edit provider, then open report, and then check out if this goes back to the main switchboard. And it does. So to recap, we covered how to create a navigation form using Switchboard by creating a new switchboard and adding navigation buttons. Additionally, we showed you how to automatically open Switchboard from opening a database, and also multiple methods of actually accessing the Switchboard manager. Thank you, and this concludes our presentation.